Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who is the fairest of them all?
Run, beautiful girl, run! You gotta run slowly.
When I first read the script, I was entranced. Like, I just sat there and I read it straight through and I loved it. And she's written it in a way that you can totally picture everything. And the fact that it's coming to life right now is just amazing.
But what is this story about? What is the basic thing behind it? And ultimately the answer I came up with was that it's a story about fear of change. It's about two females in transition. Snow White is in the process of growing up and becoming a woman, and she's afraid of it. And the Queen is in the process of growing older, and she's afraid of it. So you take two people at those very important moments in their lives, and you see what happens.
I'm the fairest of them all. I'm the fairest.
You lied.
The fairest of them
You're
all.
dead. A carcass on the forest floor. Food for wolves.
I'm the fairest. Fairest.
You hear me?
Fairest of them all.
Dad!
Fairest of them all. I'm the fairest of them all. I'm the fairest of them all.
I think this is much more in keeping with the original written story in its darkness, you know, but there will be frightening elements, as there always are.
It's too tight. I can't breathe.
As I always say, if you want anything done right, do it yourself.
I could never have imagined a greater actress than Miranda Richardson to play the part of Elspeth. She has done nothing but surprise me every single day. Things that I heard loud in my head, she'll play really quietly. And things that I heard quiet in my head, she'll do bigger. And, but you know, not in every case, but I mean, it's just, it's fascinating and been really a blast to work with her.
How can I?
Do it! Do it!
Don't make me.
Any sign of him? No, not a speck of violet anywhere.
I named them after the days of the week. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
We're not the Disney model that we're all familiar with. The story is actually drawn from an older version of the tale.
Oh, a friend.
I didn't mean any harm. I was just going to take a little, or borrow a little, I lost my way, and I saw your beautiful little garden.
Monday is pretty much the kind of like the Halston of the group.
Tuesday is full of grace. I had to think. I had to do a little poem. Kettle's been brewing all day.
No horse? Now I'm going to have to walk all the way home.
Cry, baby.
I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I give up. Things just get worse and worse and worse.
Well, Wednesday's child is full of woe.
I play dim-witted Thursday.
I play Friday, and I'm supposed to be kind of like the crybaby of the group.
She said, I don't know what it is, but I really want to have a big dwarf.
He's 6'5", and everybody else is under 4 foot, and he has every reason to be miserable because of that.
He has to live in this little house with a little bed and a little table and a little chair, and he's miserable because he really thinks he's a dwarf.
It's brilliant.
It's courageous.
Phooey, it's stupid, and we're stupid to let you stay here. The Queen knows where we live. Think of what she'll do when she finds out that she's still alive. But does anyone consider this? No, it's just, how are you, my dear? Can I do anything for you, my dear? Can I polish your butt?
Why don't you shut your big mouth?
My character is called Saturday. His colour is indigo, and he's basically the hard worker. and I'm playing Sunday, who is fair and wise and good and gay. He's the philosopher of the group, and I identify with him a lot, and I enjoy playing Sunday a lot.
I saw your life. I saw your tears. People treat you like they treat us. They only see the outside.
I was astonished by the quality of talent that came to audition for this film for each of the dwarves. Michael Anderson, I think, is a genius. We've seen him lots of places, including David Lynch's work, and Julie Taymor's first short, in fact, he was the star of. Warwick Davis is a phenomenal actor. Started out as an Ewok when he was a kid. It's just amazing the array of talents they bring. I cast each one according to the rhyme that fit his character. Monday's child is fair, face Michael Gilden is incredibly handsome. Tuesday's child is full of grace. Mark Trombino has this sweetness that radiates off him. Penny Blake plays Thursday, the kind of sweet, dim-witted one, and she's so funny. Not that she's dim-witted, but she's just so on, you know. Everybody's been wonderful.
This one, the top one, I think, needs to somehow...
I had magnificent collaborators in my production designer and costume designer. Every time I pushed them, they would go, and they'd go further, and then we push further and go further.
Well, the most challenging one was the green-eyed one, who's no longer Green Eyes. His costume was, because he's part creature and part human, it was a whole meld of different ideas. So his was actually very tricky to come up with a concept that didn't look too much like a cliche and would work with the story.
The character of the green-eyed one was actually an addition by my writing partner, Julie Hickson.
Oh, you've always been cruel. It's some kind of terrible trick.
It's no trick.
And there's a tradition in medieval literature of what's called the genius of the piece. The word genie comes from the same derivation. It's the sort of, it's the motivating factor.
Look at you.
If it's true, if it's really true, how can I ever thank you?
There's no need. Just be happy.
You know, he really is a genuinely moral being. He tries to set a story in motion that's a good story. And people don't always do good things when good things are given to them, and so it kind of made more vivid what Elsbeth did with the gift she was given.
Cursed from the start, a chance at a new life, which she grabs, and then does not deal with it in the way that she should.
The most challenging and the bit I'm most pleased with certainly was the throne room. I knew that when she had Durham Cathedral in mind, with our little budgets and our stages with low ceilings, that it was going to take some real trickery to deliver something that had the same kind of emotional presence and the same sort of spatial presence. And we kept working with the sort of combinations of design styles to sort of blend into it to make something that was our own and that had some grandeur, but that sort of was building not an inch further than the blocking of the scenes required. This sort of catchphrase that we ended up sticking with was that our style was Viking Art Nouveau.
What kind of you two want to share with me?
People often remark upon the darkness of this script, but if you look at any given fairy tale, they are way darker than anything we're doing here. We've tended to sugarcoat them in this century, but when the Victorians told these tales, oh my God, they were filled with blood and gore, and you know, because they are heavy stories. I mean, the original Snow White, it wasn't her stepmother, it was her mother.
That's my good girl.
You cannot take people for who they are outside, because you have to look deep within a person to know who they are, and that's one of the greatest messages that you can get from this.